Hello, everyone.
What's going on?
Here.
Hey.
And as you can see, this is our very first episode. So you guys have the red carpet. You're here in the premiere, first episode of Between Collectors. And before I introduce my panel tonight, I'm gonna tell you how this show is gonna be, so you guys have an idea. So we're gonna talk about collecting in general, but also I want you guys to ask us questions. Anything that you want to know about us, we will answer it. So we're gonna have more interaction with you guys than normal. Normally, we put a picture here and we start talking about figures and all those things, news, whatever. And yeah, we flash comments and all those things. But this time I want you guys to be more engaged. So just ask us questions, obviously meaningful questions. Don't ask me like what's your name or how old are you, things like that. Obviously not, but something more meaningful about collecting in general, or anything that you want to know about us or collecting. Is really not a right or wrong question. We're going to talk about what's going on in the collecting world as well, because obviously we have to. But also I have a few questions for the panel that we're going to talk about, like, for example, how do you come up with your name or things like that. So it's going to be more intimate. It's going to be more between collectors. So today we have Anthony from Six Scale Mafia in the house.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Welcome in. First episode. I'm happy to be here. And I just want to give you a shout out because he was the one who did the little intro that you guys saw.
Very cool.
Which I'm going to flash it again because I don't know if you guys saw the whole thing. It's very short and sweet. That's right.
Cool.
That's right.
Very
So
cool.
thanks.
Very cool.
Thanks for that.
Very
He does
cool.
a good
Of
job. If
course.
you guys
No,
looking
you're
to
welcome.
do some of those little things, just contact him. I put his link in the description below. Why not?
Oh, very good.
I'm gonna have to hit you up, Anthony. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, man, let
hit
me
you
know.
up.
Let me
I know,
know,
right?
man. Let me know.
And somebody who doesn't need introduction, my boy, brother Cousins.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Happy to be here. Thank you for the invite once again, Dante. Awesome.
Anytime, my friend. And someone who is growing very fast because of his good quality videos, awesome posters, my boy John Iron Logan. What's up, my friend?
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me here. I'm so excited to be here for the first episode. And I love this stuff, so super pumped to get to know each other a bit more and start chatting.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. And let me tell you, that post that you have right there, I'm just gonna put you on the spot right now.
Jeez.
That is
I'm
amazing.
bringing some
Pretty sick pose.
That
Freaking
is
amazing.
so cool. Oh my
Just
god.
got this guy yesterday, so I thought I better have a crack and see what I can do with him.
Very
I
cool.
know.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that black and gold is awesome. Yeah, I
Oh
love it.
man.
That is a great suit. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Very
bro.
cool.
And it's funny
Very
because the actual concept of this new show is black and gold or yellowish, if you will.
Yeah,
So it kind of matches.
I've come theme ready.
I know. Yeah, you did. But obviously I have to say hi to the people from the chat. So we have Super Geek Toys. Yo, what is good, people? What's up, my friend? Welcome to our very first episode of Between Collectors. We have It's Popsic in the house, always on time, always here. We have Primetime Reviews. Hey guys, how you doing, my friend? We have 2K3. First question: are you guys getting the Blitzway Ecto 1? Man, you jumping fast. Is it?
Absolutely. Yes.
You know what? We're gonna start with that question, man. We're gonna start
Yes.
with the question because guess what? We're prepared. We are prepared. Well, I'm prepared. For the first time,
We are.
I am prepared. So let's because
So, yeah.
normally I'm not. I'm not gonna be very honest with you.
Freestyling.
Oh man, freestyle. I mean, I have my topics, but it's sometimes it's hard.
Sometimes, yeah, things just flow, and there we are.
Yeah. So we have here this. Let me just remove this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Brother Cousins on this one because I'm gonna tell you something. The other day, I don't know if it was just luck or just kind of like a gut feeling, and I said, I don't know if you were here. I think you were here, and I said, do you think, or is it possible that Blitzway will ever do a I don't know, like we'll do again the Ghostbusters figures, right? That was my first, my first. I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
And not to say that this is gonna be a reissue thing, but man, Ecto 1 1 scale Ultimate Masterpiece series, Is that ring the bell?
Yes, absolutely. I love this movie. I think me and Anthony were talking about this last night. This movie made me cry, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but this movie was great. It's everything. The only thing that I hate about it, I wish that it came out like 10, 15 years ago. But from what it is today and what it is now, it's great. And I was just thinking that this movie is going to have a toy line. I can't see Blitzway dropping the ball on this. If they do, that's completely ridiculous. But I am so glad to see that they're coming out with the Ecto 1, because the Ecto 1 that came out a couple years ago or last year, I believe, is amazing. That piece is simply stunning. It's big. So if you guys are going to get it, I'm telling you, it's humongous. It's bigger than the 1989 Batmobile. So, take it, look at that. So yeah, I want to see what other characters are they going to make. Are they going to make the original Ghostbusters? Are we going to get the older version? Older version of the Ghostbuster? Are we going to get, I don't want to spoil it, but
yes, yeah. Super Geek Toys, no spoilers. Yes, no spoilers, please. Keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. John, are you into Ghostbusters? I mean, I love the movies. I'm a old fella, even though I don't look like that.
I grew up with them, mate. I really enjoyed them.
Man,
I haven't seen this one yet though, because it's not out until January down here for us in Australia.
Right?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. Even though you guys are in the future, you guys are delayed with these movies.
Yeah, not generally too, but this year we have, like, sometimes we'd get it before, like Spider-Man, we get a day before you guys, but for some reason, Ghostbusters.
Oh, really? Oh, don't even spoiler, man. I don't want to hear any spoiler about that.
I won't be spoiling anything, but yeah. So generally we're fine. But
so what are your thoughts about this? Announcements by Blitzway about the 1/6 scale Ecto 1.
Yeah, I think it's really cool, man. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like, I like Paul Rudd as well. Is he in it much, Jay?
Yeah, he is. He's in it. He's in it. I wish he had a slightly bigger role, but he's in it. His presence is felt in it.
Yeah. So I find his portrayal of Ant-Man really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in that. And I grew up with Bill Murray in the original one, so I don't know about whether I'd add it to my collection, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it for sure. And I'm looking forward to seeing the movie.
You probably will.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. To be honest.
And what about you, Anthony? What was your first? When I saw this, the first thought I had, that smelled like some type of reissue type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Brother Cousins last night. I sent you that like right after we were done talking. I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay, so the Ecto 1, great, but you can't just give us an Ecto 1 without figures. Right. So I don't know if they're gonna create like the younger, the new people in the movie, or are they gonna do like older versions, or are we getting, this is what we need right here. We just need reissue. And me, man, I hate reissues when it comes to like Hot Toys. I'm always bitching about it, but dude, I guess I'm just being a hypocrite because I need these to be reissued.
You know what? I think you brought up a good point, because I think these kind of went under a lot of people's noses. They didn't see it. They kind of came and went, and I missed out. I'm a Ghostbusters fan, and I missed out on it. And they were up, and then one day I saw them up, and then next thing you know, they were gone. And
they were gone. Like I had no idea, and it was too late. So, maybe because my nose was too downward at the Hot Toy stuff, and I wasn't really paying attention, but. Exactly. Yeah, or like 2.0s, still have them. I mean, hell, I would take like Ghostbusters 2 versions with the slime packs. I don't.
Wow.
Yeah, cool. I'm just saying, like, there's, cool. So no, I'm excited. I'm again, I'm gonna wait and see, guys, because if it's just an Ecto 1, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, But if they announce some figures, then I'm good to go. We're good.
Yeah, well, even if they don't release a figure, this is just me. Because I'm trying my best to get these guys, and I'm really trying. I'm looking, I'm searching, but it's very, very pricey right now, so it's gonna be difficult.
It even shot higher now that the movie came out.
I can actually pull the trigger and get it, but my wife is gonna kill me. And I don't feel good paying that much money with this. Even though I love it, I will
Yeah,
definitely not pay that much money for this.
yeah,
So I'd rather wait because I think the way this is going, we may see that. We may see some potential reissue or some potential 2.0 type of thing. Or maybe, I don't know, the older version of these guys. Obviously it will be just three, but those things can happen. Those things can happen. And I honestly would love to see that happening.
yes,
How much is it
I
right
think
now
I think we
anyway?
all would.
yeah.
Is it what, like $1,500, like for the set, or maybe more?
I
Is
think
it?
it's like
They're going up now. Like I said, now
20.
especially that the movie came out.
The last time I
Mm.
looked, it was like 25 or 24 for like all four in the special pack with this with Slimer and
Well, Slimer, yeah, because there's
yeah,
there's a
Right,
couple versions of it.
yeah.
right.
They also had a version where it had three of them minus minus Winston for some reason. But yeah, the exclusive version is one that's like very very hard to find.
Right. And there's some people that likes to collect pretty much everything that comes out.
Yeah.
Like if Ghostbusters is out, they buy everything, like the Ecto
Mm.
One, the figures, and everything or anything that
Like
comes
the
out.
whole
So
toy line or whatever.
the
Yeah,
whole,
like
right. So this is a question for everyone, right? And this is where we're gonna start getting into this between collector style type of thing, right? So quantity or quality. Some people think, not necessarily quantity means that is bad or quality means that is bad. So it's really, I'm talking about in collecting, right? Because let's say I'm gonna put myself as a guinea pig on this one. I love Mandalorian, I love the series, and I'm gonna get every figure from that line regardless of what it is. That's me, right? I usually don't do that,
Mm.
but because I love the show and because I thank them for making this show and helping Star Wars to be back on track, personal decision, right? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
start with John on this one. So in collecting,
Yep.
quantity or quality?
For me, it's quality for sure. Because I'm not collecting everything. I'm only getting the things that really speak to me or that I have an interest in. So yeah, it's been that from day one, to be honest. When I first started, it was only a few pieces here or there and kind of a slow drip in my entry into the collecting game. It's only more recently that I've started ramping it up as I find more enjoyment and getting into the content game. So yeah, it's always quality for me. Like I have 5 Captain Americas and like 5 Iron Man. So I don't have a lot of different things. I have a lot of the things that I like because I
Right.
complete and I want to build displays like Spidey. I'm all in on Spidey. So I'm kind of mainly focused on Spidey and Mando at the moment. So
That's fair
definitely
enough.
quality. Yeah,
Fair,
definitely
fair
quality.
enough. That's actually a good thing. I love Iron Man, but I can't have every single Iron Man. Even though sometimes I have to make
Yeah.
the hard decision to keep something, right? Because it's tough sometimes.
Mm,
Because all the figures, let's be realistic, right? Every Hot Toys is a good figure, right? The quality is there. It is a good
yeah.
looking figure. So it's kind of hard, even if it's not your favorite character. It's hard to say, you know what? I'm just gonna part ways
I
on this
know.
one, right? It's hard. It's tough. It's a fact, right? What about you,
Yeah.
Jay?
Oh my God. Yeah. First of all, when we talk about quality over quantity, I go for the quality. My cousin, I always bring him up because we share collect. We don't share collection. He has his collection. I have mine, but in his collection, he collects everything, and I mean everything. I mean a lot of sideshow stuff, especially when he first started. It was a lot of sideshow figures. And I would tell him, I'm like, Sideshow, they make great figures, but you may want to wait for some of these Hot Toys. And then Hot Toys would come out and he'd be like, oh, that Obi-Wan looks good, but I'm keeping my Sideshow. I'm like, all right, cool. And he doesn't sell anything. And his collection is massive. His collection is way bigger than mine now. But yeah, I tend to I like the quality, man. I want to specific pieces, or I like to have completed collections. Like with I had an opportunity a couple years ago to get the Joker, the 1/4 scale Joker from the Dark Knight Joker 2.0,
Nice.
and I was going to get that figure, and it's a wonderful figure. But then I looked at my collection. I had all Batman '89 stuff. And I was like, well, I got Batman '89, I got the Keaton Batman, I got the Jack Nicholson Joker, but I'm missing something. Why don't I invest that money into the Batmobile instead of spend $500 to get the Joker 2.0 to complete that collection? So that's kind of what I do to kind of like put my collection together and not go overboard. I try to complete those collections and have like little small collections. Like if I have like back here, if I have RoboCop, I'll have just that RoboCop set. But I was like, you know what? To complete that set, let me get Ed 209, and that's all I need to complete RoboCop. I don't need to get another RoboCop or have the RoboCop in the chair and all that other stuff. I just need certain pieces to finish that collection. So yeah, definitely quality way over quantity for me.
Good. That's a good point. Yeah, because again, when you buy a figure, for example, right, you want to have at least a companion, right? You don't want to just have that one standing alone by itself, unless it's a one-off, right? What about you, Anthony?
I think I'd speak for almost everybody here, right? When I say it's all about quality. I mean, at the end of the day, you're not these, everything that we get, whether it's Hot Toys or any other statues or other brands, this is what you're paying. We're paying premium price. We really are. We're not buying Black Series or Marvel Legends, things like that. So for me, it's always quality. It's always quality. I mean, the quantity's kind of there. Like I'm kind of with you, Dante, on that respect. Like with Mando came out, and because it's Mando, it's great. We started picking the figures up, the Hot Toys, and at this point, I've every Mando release thus far because it started right. You know what I mean? Like we were able to catch that right at the beginning of the Mando line. So far, we're we got everything that's Mando. So it's like in that respect, I'm like, oh, okay, I want to complete that line regardless. So in a weird way, yeah, there is some quantity, but I'm not here to like show off like 2,000 figures. Like I don't care about that. Like it all comes down to the quality of the figure, right? If this is what you want, because that's your money, man, at the end of the day. And I'm not going to buy something that I'm like, because, Hot Toys is great too. That's the main topic, but some of them are misses for all of us, right? And that every figure is a home run, and prices are going up. Are we going to be dropping 300, 400, 500 on a figure that's like,
it's a tough call. It's a tough call.
Right. So yeah, quality for sure, man. You have to appreciate what you're collecting.
Right. Ashley says once you get your first Hot Toys, is game over, and I think you agree with that. It is, and it is not. And let me explain this a little bit why. So I'm gonna put again myself as an example because I have to put myself. When I started collecting, I started with one figure and loved the quality. Then I said, you know what? Let me get another one and another one and another one, another one, until I went to the hole. That was my way. I went straight to the hole, like with no breaks, straight. And then when I start doing it again the right way, I start organizing myself. So I learn from my mistakes. So the point here is, if you're going to start collecting anything you want to collect, have a plan, have a budget, and be disciplined. Like if you don't need it, you don't need it. If you really need it and you can afford it, go for it. Simple as that. Don't jeopardize all the things to get a figure, and then you're gonna regret it. You're gonna say, shoot. So it is actually a good a good point, right? Sometimes it is a game over. Some people goes to the hole and that's it. They don't come back. They just sell everything and that's it. No more collecting. My case, I came back from it, because I learned from it. But again,
we go through waves. Sorry, go ahead.
That's no, you go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just saying. There's this weird ebb and flow with collecting. Because you get overwhelmed sometimes. You're like, oh, no, I'm in so many different lanes. Oh my God, Marvel, I have Star Wars, or whatever, DC maybe, whatever, and then you have to, you come to, some of us do anyway. Like I know I did. I come to a realization where I'm like, you know what? As far as Hot Toys is concerned, I'm out of the MCU game. You know what I mean? Offloading all the MCU. I'm keeping all my Spider-Mans because it's Spider-Man, and that's more to me than the MCU. And then Star Wars for Hot Toys anyway. You know what I mean? So so that happens sometimes, and you get a little. Sometimes you get overwhelmed, and you got to pull back a little bit, and then you find that comfort level, like where you're comfortable with, in your collection and how you want to display and what have you from there.
I think everyone goes through it too, Anthony and Dante. Like I think everyone, like I'd be interested to know Dante, like like what? How did you know when you got to that point that you were too deep in the hole and you need to, recalibrate? Did you stop for a while, or did you just go, "Hey, no, I need to make a change," and then I made a change?
Well, when I the funny thing is, like, I used to use my cards a lot to buy figures, and just because I didn't want to use my personal funds, I was just kind of feel like, you know what, I'm just gonna use it. But then
Mm.
when was the time for me to buy a house, I realized, oh shoot, I have so much debt. Like, you don't realize you're paying monthly. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
paying. You don't feel it, kind of thing, because you have your
Mhm.
budget to pay
yeah,
your bills, right? But then when you're gonna make a big purchase, like a house, for example, I was like, oh wow, this is wrong. This is
Yeah,
like this is a travesty. I have to, like,
Right. You're
so
like,
I
I'm
start
tapped.
selling.
yeah,
Right, so I needed to start selling a lot of things, and it was hard for me to depart of those figures because some of them I really like. I got
mm,
all the Terminators. I got the Batman, 89, the Joker. I have the DX, the Bespin look. I have the old Ben. I have a really good figures, and it was tough for me. I had the RoboCop figures that I sold, but I love RoboCop so much I got it back. But those are the
yeah,
things that happened, right? You realize at one point, and that's when you know that you went to the hole, because if you cannot afford to buy a house, then that's a problem, right? So
exactly.
mm,
so that's why I say, you know what? I'm gonna sell all this. I make my money back for sure, because those figures were sold out already. So I make money back. So it's not like I
Right.
just gonna lose money, and no, I got my
mm.
money back. But then
Yeah.
I was thinking, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop collecting. And I only kept maybe like 6 figures, 7 figures. I don't remember, only a few.
Hmm.
But
Wow.
then I was like, you know what? I like this. When I did my unboxing here, when I moved and I started putting my cabinets and only have one figure and one shelf, I was like, let me see what's going on with Hot Toys now. Like, so I just went back again. And that's where I started thinking about, okay, you know what? I'm going to start going back to photography again, because I stopped doing it for almost a
Mm.
year.
Mm.
So, I went back to photography, and then I said, you know what? Let me open my channel and see what happens. Just give it a try. And
There
so
you
those
go.
are
That's
the
okay.
those are the things. But it was not like my plan was, I'm gonna be a YouTuber and this is gonna be my means of
Yeah.
of, of life, right? It was
Right. A
Exactly.
just
lot of
it's
it
a hobby.
was
It was
kind of
just a hobby.
organically happened.
Right,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right. It was
And
just a
I
hobby.
think that's important to remember too. I think for other people that are collecting, like, because when I was starting collecting, I was watching content creators. And I think as someone who was just watching content creators, you get caught up on seeing them get a lot of stuff that you think that you almost kind of want to keep up with that because,
Exactly.
as they say, you're getting enabled. I would say to people who are just collecting,
Right.
content creators are also sometimes collecting for different reasons,
Mm-hmm.
because we're trying to grow our channel and we see a lane that this is something we want to do. For me, I'm still collecting what I want to collect, and I'm not at the point where I'm going to get everything.
Right.
I'm just
Exactly.
not there. So I'm trying to be creative with doing different things with the collection I have. And if I get something new that's coming out like this black and gold, I'm like, okay, now I can try and get it out there quick to see if I can get some traction with the channel and grow it because I've never hidden that I want to grow my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something I want to do. And a big one for me was COVID and not being able to work because I work in the fitness industry, so we couldn't work. And I thought
Right.
when I found YouTube, I was like, this is a way I could potentially support my family doing something I love, being creative. So that's what it is for me. But people in the chat, if you love your career and you're doing your own thing and you're just collecting, don't get caught up in maybe what we're doing because we might get certain things for our channels.
Right. Right.
That is
And
a
I think that,
huge, huge thing.
right, and I just
Right
want to
there, what he
address
just
this
said.
super geek toys. It's actually a
yeah,
very good point. So
Very
if
good
you're
point.
using credit card to collect, you're doing it wrong, and I agree with
Right.
that. And that's how I did it.
I
I'm not ashamed to say it because it
Yeah.
is the truth. And if you're new collecting, is for you now.
Yeah.
I do
yeah,
use my credit card to buy stuff. If
I
you
do
paid
too.
it
We all
off,
do.
if
We
you
all
paid it, I like to pay it off my stuff, especially the one that have points. I like to kind of abuse those,
there you
but I
go.
have my limit. How
yeah,
much I can spend, how much can I pay a month? Like for example, if I need to buy something that is $400, I'll buy with my card, get some points, and then pay it off before the like in a couple more weeks, for example. It's just kind of like
Exactly.
just play. I just play with it, but I'm in the banking
Exactly.
industry, so I understand how that all those things works. But
mm,
but that's how you play with it, right? So you do
And
that all the time.
I think that's a very strong point. To play with it and pay it if you're going to. It's nothing wrong with using your credit card because I do it. I think a lot of us do it.
Oh
But
yeah,
like you
yeah.
said, pay it off, especially if you're
mm,
buying a big piece. If you're
Right.
buying a big piece, or if you're buying a grill or anything that's like over $400 to $500, don't buy anything else. Don't use your card to pay for anything else until you pay that off.
So
Pay that
exactly.
off.
They'll
Then, if you want to
snowball
buy,
and
yeah,
Yeah.
pay it off. And if it's another figure that comes out, use cash, because that will stop you. If you use your cash, it's like, damn, I don't have enough money to buy this with cash. Okay, then you don't need it. That's the rule of thumb.
That's a fact. Yeah. That,
Yeah, and I
agree.
actually don't use a credit card anymore. I actually don't. For me, it's either a payment plan if I'm getting something in the future, like quarter scale Mando, right? I put that on a payment plan in February. So now because I knew I wanted that, and now that it's when we get there, I've already got it paid off. But I got rid of the credit card probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and I'm trying this new way. I know what I've got. I know what I got on the go. If it comes out, I'll get it. If I can, I can. I can't, I can't. That's kind of where I'm at the minute.
Nice.
For sure.
Yeah, I have a super chat here. He says, show full design tee you'll wear now with full screen.
Is that your t-shirt, Dante? I think he's talking about your t-shirt.
My t-shirt? All right, hold on.
I got Rogue. Marvel?
Marvel.
Give us a fashion show,
Right.
Dante. Let's go.
Yeah, right? You go next.
Oh, God.
Rogue.
That's funny.
What about you, Anthony?
Oh,
What do
mine's
you
just
have
Star Trek Enterprise
Star Trek?
shipyard.
No wonder. No wonder. Where's my boy Jay? What do you have there?
Venom.
Venom.
Oh yes.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. So see, man, you got your fashion show here. And we are over 60 people, and I know this is the first show. I normally don't do this Wednesday, so I appreciate everyone that is tuning in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to all these gents channels. Everything is in the link below. And this is a new show called Between Collectors. So basically we're going to talk about collecting in general, answer questions that you guys may have. So feel free to ask us a question. That makes sense. And we will answer it. We will put it on the screen and we'll talk about it, and then kind of give you some tips or some intimate information about us. Obviously, not our social security, not our credit card numbers, none of that. So if you're looking for that, this is not the right place. And just have fun, But let's continue with the show, guys. And thank you, Aspitz, for the 6. What's that? MYR. Is that what currency is that?
I do not know.
MYR.
Now I have to Google it. Hold on. Oh, Malaysian.
Oh,
Okay.
Malaysian.
Thank you for the super chat, my friend. All right, guys. So we have some news here. So we have some news. So I don't know if you guys saw a lot of postings about the 1/4 scale Mandalorian being released. It's not released yet. It's not released yet. It's gonna release tomorrow officially. That's what I was told. This is something that I'm gonna get, and this is gonna be my very first. Even though I did a review of a 1/4 scale before, which was the Spider-Man, which I actually love it, really liked it, but I didn't have the space. And with this one, I'm gonna make the space because
Nice.
what did I say before? I'm gonna get every Mandalorian figure. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna get it because I just love this, right? And I'm actually thinking to get the Spider-Man back because that Vulture.
You should.
Do
it.
Sick.
That's right now at my.
Did I
local
use my credit card?
It's that's right at my local comic book store right now, and I'm eyeing it, and I'm trying to hold back.
Jay, it's so close, Jay. Just imagine, Jay. Just bring him home, mate. Just bring him home.
I know. I'm being enabled, guys. Help.
This 1/4 scale, I can tell you right now, right? If you want to buy it day one, it's gonna be at least $100.
Oh yeah.
At least $100.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna contact every single reseller I can contact to try to get the best price possible.
I think Toys Wonderland is selling it right now for $850. I think I saw them put that up
that's
today.
An abuse. That's an abuse of power.
Yes.
Don't pay for that. Don't pay those prices if you're just collecting things. Like, just wait it out. Save your money. You know what I mean? You'll get it when it comes out at the retail price, and there's no rush. There's really not.
Yeah. I saw Riley. Yes, Riley. I'm just playing around.
Yeah, no, I mean, this one here, I can wait. Just the fact that we have this awesome base with IG-11, we have the cannon there. It is sick, man. This is sick.
It's so cool.
It is nice.
It is
The
awesome.
colors too. I love the colors of that helmet.
Oh, man, look at
That
that.
is
It's the light
awesome.
underneath that makes it like
Yeah,
Oh man, that looks dope. Oh,
perfection.
perfection.
Real quick, Max's Geekdom was asking a question there in
Yeah.
the chat here of what's the rarest 6 scale figures that I have personally. It's hard to say. I would, because they're still out there, right? Even though they're sold out or what have you. But I would probably say anything from the New Hope line. Maybe my like Obi-Wan or my Luke and Han Stormtrooper disguise. I think at the end of the day, those are getting harder and harder to get. Or the regular Han and Chewie. Like I said, any New Hope was I think are pretty rare these days.
Look who we have in the house. Metamorphic Costume Desi.
hey,
What's up, Desi?
Desi.
Desi
Hey,
in
hey,
the
how's it going, bud?
house. Yeah, he's gonna be in the live stream Friday, so stay tuned for that. So what was the question again?
Oh, Max's Geekdom was wondering what were my rarest 6 scale figures.
Let's elaborate on that one. What's your rarest figure, Brother Cousins?
My rarest figure. I gotta think about that.
Mm.
Rarest? I would say the New Hope line. I gotta go with Anthony on that. Anything from the New Hope?
Yeah, but what about your Back to the Future?
Yeah.
That might even trump it,
DeLorean.
Back to the Future. All the Terminators down here. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
RoboCop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Terminators.
Actually, your whole wall right there, bro.
Yeah, feeling good. Come on, man.
That's rare right there.
Yeah.
It's a wall of grills. Yeah, definitely this, especially this. I forget DX. I think this is DX09. Chat. I always get this wrong. Chat, help me out with that. What is that? DX. Yeah,
The Grail King.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you got it right.
Awesome.
What about you, John?
Oh man, I actually think it's probably the Hot Toys Optimus Prime. Is probably the. I don't see too many people with that one. It's probably the rarest one I have.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
What is mine? That's a good question. I don't think I have. Well, besides Han and Chewie, let me see if I can just move this way. Put myself solo here. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but it's inside the cockpit.
Oh, nice.
Little bit, not really. But we know they're there.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
there. They're there. I don't want to open it because it's a pain in the butt, but yeah, they're there. They're there for sure. I don't know what else. Maybe this guy with the hat. Just kidding. This is not rare, but it looks cute though. Come on, you have to give
Yeah,
it.
it
Yeah,
does.
that's cool. Nice touch.
Right? It's like his personality with sombrero. So expect 1/4 scale Mando to be out very soon, and that's most likely tomorrow. That's according to what I was told. Yes, you're gonna see the boxes already everywhere, but we should see that guy coming very soon. And and I want to talk about something else that a lot of people were asking me all the time. But let me see if I can find a question, guys. Guys, again, feel free to ask us any questions, anything you want to know about us, so we can address it and have fun. All right, so we have 73 people watching, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to liking helps
Thanks,
a lot.
guys.
And
Thank
guys,
you so
don't
much,
if
guys.
you're
Very
new, this is your first time here in the channel, like watching us, just let me know in the chat, how do you find us? Where do you where were you? Did you maybe saw this on Instagram or Facebook somewhere? Just let me know. I'm just curious to know, where do you guys find us? So I'm gonna ask this question to the panel. How do you come up with your YouTube name? And I'm gonna start this one with Anthony, because I can have a feeling how or how do you come up with that name, but how do you come up with that name? 6 Scale Mafia.
Well, it's kind of a mix of things, actually. One is just having a collective group of like-minded individuals, and on the second token of it is more like, I don't just collect hot toys, but all things 6 scale from different companies. It's kind of this amalgamation of both, you know what I mean? And like Will said, I'm actually in the Mafia.
What's up, Will?
Are you though? Well, Will Fox is
Maybe Will Fox is
here.
here.
Will
That was
Fox.
his
Will,
announcement.
in the house.
His intro.
Hey,
What's up,
what's
my
up,
friend?
Will?
Yeah, but
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's
check
exactly
this-
that's what it is. So
So check this out. I was telling Will the other day that as soon as Pennywise dropped, we're gonna have a live stream, no matter what day it is. And he agreed.
oh man, that's going to be
now, Will, you are on the
2027.
You
Only
are on
Christmas
the
Day.
spot.
Telling y'all, it's Christmas Day.
Okay, can you imagine? Holy cow!
I wouldn't put
Uh,
past Hot Toys doing something weird like that.
That sounds about right, I think, right?
that would be kind of crazy. They had the chance to do it on freaking Halloween, and they just kind of wait for like I don't know, Valentine's Day or Christmas. It's crazy. But anyway, how did you come up with your YouTube name, Brother Cousins?
Oh man, it was yeah, so it's crazy because so like I said, my cousin, he's a collector. Me and him, he's my cousin, but I call him my brother, and I'll explain why. He's 10 years older than me, so he's cool. He's probably watching the show now, and he'll probably send some crazy comments my way pretty soon. But our moms are twins. So with her being, we kind of grew up with each other. We kind of was a nuclear family. Neither one of our dads were there all the time. So we grew up with our moms and me, and he was like he played the role as the big brother. So I always looked at him as my brother and not just a cousin. So, but when we had to talk to people or tell people, he would like, oh, that's my cousin. I would get mad when he would call me his cousin, but he would have to, because people be like, you guys, how does this work? So I would just say my brother cousin. So that's how I came up with the name. And when I started the YouTube channel, the idea was for me and him to do this together. I would be doing my collection, and I would pass it to him one week, and then he would review his figure. He doesn't like to get on the camera and do all that. so then I just took it and ran with it. So yeah. Now it's just brother cousins, and I didn't want to change the name because now it's it picked up. So now it's just
you stuck with it, man. You stuck with the name.
And it works in my head. It works because I look at it like brothers, like the title,
right? Exactly.
Like Mr. So you're like, oh, it's brother cousins. He's graced us with his presence this evening. I love it. And I just love it. That's how I roll with it, man. So
yeah.
Awesome.
What about you, John?
Oh man, for me, not quite as sentimental, as nice as that one, as that one, Jay. Mine was more when I was thinking about doing it. My Instagram actually, I was like, I'd never taken photos before, and when I first started taking photos of the figures that I had, I was like, what can I call myself? And I just thought, I love Iron Man, and I've loved Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and I used to read a few Wolverine comics and things like that. So I'm like, how can I combine that together? And that's how I came up with Iron Logan. I actually like the name Logan. Mm-hmm. And if my wife and I were going to have a son, we're going to call our son Logan.
Oh, wow.
So that part of it was easy because I'm like, I love the name Logan and I love Wolverine, so I can honor that. Mm-hmm. And then I love Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr., so I'm like, Iron Logan. Just put the two together. It doesn't really make any sense, but it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late, right? You're stuck with it. Right.
I'm rolling with it.
The funny thing is that the way I came up with my name, it was kind of weird because, I wanted to have like a long name. I mean, and this might sound stupid, but I wanted to have a long name, but a long name that makes sense. I collect hot toys, obviously. So I said, okay, so I'm the man of what? I'm the man of hot collectibles. Hot toys. I want my actually original name was supposed to be Man of Hot Toys. But then I said, you know what? It's kind of like advertising the store like hardcore, like Hot Toys, So
you bind yourself to that name.
Exactly, right? So
you're like, here's a so toys.
Exactly. Whatever, I will be only doing Hot Toys, so I cannot, I will not be able to expand to anything like, dioramas or maybe third-party figures or whatever, right? Yeah. So I said, okay, collectibles. I mean, collectibles make sense because it's collecting in general, right? It could be any collectible. And the hot is kind of like for the hot toys, kind of implied with the name, right? Because that's how I do pretty much, all my reviews are hot toys, few third parties, right? But now Manufactured Collectibles is kind of like covers all the collectibles, right? Yeah, so I think it was good. I mean, it was kind of hard for me when I opened my channel and start doing the logos and all those things, because I was thinking, how can I make this work? Because now the name is too long. I wanted to have a shorter name now, but I wanted to have a longer name before. So it was just a weird thing, but and I think it blends good. I think is
man.
I just, people know me from, Will calls me Man of Hot, same as Lyle. They just drop
Nice.
collectibles for short. But I think it's good. I think it's good. So now let me address some questions here, because I have some interesting questions. Okay, so Reximun Rex, any word on Stormtrooper Commander? So according to what I heard, is that the Stormtroopers that we have so far left for the Mandalorian should be released this year. I don't know if they're gonna be, back to back. I don't know, but we should see those troopers coming out very soon. That's what I heard. Mike Farasi says that Mysterio figure looks better every time I see it. With those bosses, hell yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
He's cool. He's very cool.
So HT Hatoy Collector says, any latest news to share with regards to releases? Yes, I have. This is a break. No, I'm not gonna say breaking news. I was told this literally before coming live, and I'm gonna please ask everyone to take it with a grain of salt, because if it doesn't happen, I don't want you guys to kill me. I'm just gonna share what I was told. But we have a date for Ahsoka. We have a date for Ahsoka. We have a possible release date for Ahsoka. Possible. I need to put the possible there. I have to be very careful, because I've been talking about Pennywise for a long freaking time, that I was like, I stopped believing to myself. So all right. So we have a date for Ahsoka. So when is Ahsoka finally releasing? According to what I was told, we should see Ahsoka on Friday the 17th, December 17th, or Thursday 16th, whatever. And in those days, I think it's gonna be the 18th in Hong Kong, because I was told the 18th, but the 18th is Hong Kong time. So I'm thinking the 17th for us. So it's gonna be, put it this way, in the week of the 13th, we should see that one coming, Ahsoka.
Yeah.
We should. That doesn't mean it's gonna. It could happen. It cannot happen. They can postpone it. You know how this is, But at least we have a solid date, right?
Right.
And I have another piece of information that I was told not to share. But it's gonna. I was told not to share. I was told not to share, but I'm gonna give you just a hint, right? I'm just gonna give you a hint. Let me just pull it here, and then you guys can make up your mind. You guys can, I'm gonna show you a picture of a figure I just showed you, but you need to kind of like play your mind on this one. So here we go. There we go.
Yeah. I kind of figured that. Yeah.
So, that's what I was told. Again, if it's going to happen or not, obviously it's not up to me. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And Will says, I'm a totally 100% in for a Pennywise live stream. And it's going to be a family live stream, man. We're going to be sharing Pennywise pictures, something that Anthony loves so much.
Yeah, I won't be on that one.
Why not?
No, because I'm not getting them.
but so okay.
So why would you want me around?
So
this is just let's be real
shock
here.
and awe.
You just want me to be there to be uncomfortable the whole stream. I'll do it. No, he's cool. I'm not getting him. I can't have him in the house, man.
I can't have it in the house. I don't even looking at me. Come on.
Yeah, that's how I feel, man. I got a crazy imagination. I don't need this dude like it's either in my display here and he'll look at me while I'm sleeping.
I know Jay's getting
or it's out in the living room when I go get a drink or something.
I'm
he's staring at me.
getting them. I can't wait.
Thanks, Jay. This is the thing, right? I can understand if you have a figure like Chucky, because the other day I saw that thing moving.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I saw it moving, and I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't even know how you have two of them.
No lie, there's a company that puts like the little motion servos in the eyes, and
No.
I really want to get that done. I think it's like $1,000 to get done, but
No.
yeah, if I could find that guy again, I think I want to get that done just to freak people out, to come in the room like, hey, take a look at the collection, and
You would.
I still believe though that we're gonna see Pennywise sometime this month, and I really hope it happens very soon because I can wait. And as I said before, I'm gonna get two of these guys.
Don't get
I'm
Will's
gonna
hopes
definitely
up,
get.
man. Don't get him
You
up.
need to have
Don't.
two because you need to post it with the mouth open and with the balloon. Those are the two poses you need to get 100%. And this is something I can wait.
I also think that figure is going to be worth a lot of money because it's a one-off. I think, yeah, that's Dante. What do you think about that?
I think you're right, and this is the reason why, right? Normally, Hot Toys doesn't do horror figures. I don't recall seeing another horror figure. Maybe
No.
they did.
No.
Maybe this is the first time for them, and
This is
They-
the only time for them.
I mean, the prototype is very nice. I mean, the health scope is amazing, and I don't think they're gonna screw this up, to be honest with you, because
No,
they
I
had
don't think so.
plenty of time. They cannot be
Yeah.
blamed like what happened with with Tony Stank. I don't think this is gonna happen because they're taking like almost 2 years to get this figure out.
Yeah,
It is already like those kids were like 10, they're already like 49 and have
Yeah.
grandkids.
right.
So they took forever to release this thing here, and I can wait. To be honest with you, I can't wait to get this guy in my hand because it's gonna be amazing. I mean, come on, look at that. This is
He
this
does
is
look
Anthony's
cool.
Look at
favorite.
that outfit. That outfit is just cool with little. Oh my!
You know what it is? I watched the movie when I was young, man. Movie scared the shit out of me. I don't like clowns, and I don't
That
like
was Chucky
sharks.
for me.
All right, those are my thing. I don't go to the ocean, and I don't go to the circus, man. That's it.
You don't go to the circus.
No, hell no. I don't see no clowns. I don't go to birthday parties where there's clowns. I don't mess with
Wait a
clowns,
minute,
bro.
do kids still do birthday parties with clowns? Because I mean,
I don't
clowns
know,
got a
but they
bad
did when
rap.
I was young, and I was like, nah, man.
We
I'm
don't even
good.
have a Ronald McDonald anymore. Now that I think
I
about
know.
it.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't like him either.
Yeah, like him either. He's shady.
right.
So
He actually killing a lot of people.
I know, right? So what do you okay, I'm just curious to see you guys in the chat. What do you guys think about that Ahsoka release date that I just gave you? Based on what I was told, again, take it with a grain of salt. It can easily not happen. It can happen. But I can give you a hint that it can happen, and this is the reason why. And let me show you this. Let me show you this if I can share the right screen, because I never do. There we go. So this is a hint why I think that date is perfect. Look at the expected ship date.
Yeah.
So it switched now. It changed. You notice that?
Yep.
It changed to December
Yep.
2021. So that means that they already have their boxes probably. And don't be surprised if you're going to start seeing those email notifications coming your way. So I think it is I think what I was told, it's going to happen. December 17th, 18th. It's a Friday, right? Or
I think
30th.
it's very, 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 very likely that isn't exactly what's going to happen, because we know, from what I've been told myself, I can't speak for everybody on the panel, but from what I've been told, that Ahsoka's been done. She's been done.
Oh,
and they're just
she is. She's been
right,
done
and
for a
they're
long
just
time.
waiting because they're doing this co-op with Sideshow. So the only reason that she's not been released yet in Hong Kong is because they're waiting for Sideshow to have their shipment in. They co-opted some kind of workout, and then it's going to be a simultaneous boom. There they go. They're ready right now. It's out in Hong Kong, secret base. It's here on Sideshow, ready to go. Or within that week or so. You know what I mean? It's going to be fast.
It's a good holiday present for everybody.
Mhm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Just echoing with what Anthony said. Absolutely. I think that's what it is. This was going to be a global release. It's already been done. We know we've been waiting on it. They just wanted to make sure that the states had their allotment, and they're going to be pushing them out, and we're all going to be happy. So that looks good.
Yeah.
But take that all with a grain of salt, everybody.
Yeah.
We shared this information. Sorry, Anthony.
No,
we've been sharing this information like a long time, and this is what we were told. We just sharing the information. We just try to share, and again, sometimes it is true, but we just need to wait a bit longer. Sometimes it is their decision. Again, we are not Howard Chen. I wish we are.
No.
Right.
No.
So we just share whatever we hear, and that's all we do, right? Whether it happens or not. If it happens, perfect. If it doesn't happen, well, we need to wait, right? And we have another topic for discussion for another live stream.
True.
And I want to give a shout out to Howard Stoice, my friend Ray.
Hey,
Great
how
show,
you doing,
boys.
bud?
Hey,
Thanks,
what's
my
up,
friend.
sir?
Yeah.
And I want to address this one as well, Carlos. So stay tuned because I'm gonna go back to that question about the book of Boba Fett because we want to talk about it. So that's basically the news I have for you guys. But now there is something that I'm gonna ask you guys. You guys were able to get your tickets for Spider-Man?
Yes.
Because Spider-Mania is freaking coming, man.
What is it?
It's
$15
coming.
for $1,500 for a ticket now?
Man, I'm let me tell you
10,000
this.
on eBay for early release.
Let
And
me
the
tell
guy
you
has
this.
the audacity to charge shipping.
I know, right?
Wow.
It's like $9.99 shipping.
That's gangster.
So
Yeah.
I know that's a mafia guy. Let me tell you this. I put my timer to wake up at 12 a.m. right on I think it was Monday to
Yep.
buy the tickets, and I fell asleep. So I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh shoot, I have to get the tickets. I want to see it on release day. I normally can wait. I don't mind waiting to watch movies,
Mm.
but this one is gonna be such a massive movie that spoilers are gonna happen 100% everywhere. So this is a type of movie that if you don't care about spoilers, you can go watch it on the weekend. You don't, whatever. Me personally, I want to watch it on that day, and I was able to get tickets for my kids and myself. 7 p.m. IMAX.
Nice.
On the top of the theater, which is perfect because it's a huge screen. So that's
Right,
a
huge
perfect.
screen.
Nobody's gonna bother me behind me, and I'm gonna watch everything. So that's perfect to me.
Awesome.
So I was able to get it. So I was so freaking happy, So who's
Yeah,
going
that's
on premiere
awesome.
night?
Maybe. It's not as hectic for me to get tickets down here. So I'm not under stress like you guys over there. It's a lot easier for us to get tickets. So I'm just going to figure out if I can get the day off work. My plan is to get the day off work and take my wife while the little one's in school. Would be the plan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So hopefully on the Thursday we'll go. If not, it'll have to be the weekend. And if it is, then I'll be off social media for a couple of days until I can.
Yeah.
Right? No,
Mhm.
nothing.
I reckon.
So
Yeah.
my Francis says that would be a great topic, collectors with kids. What figures have you passed on because they would scare the little ones?
Oh,
That's a good question.
That's a
Let's
good one.
just address that one. I'm gonna start because I have 3 kids. But mainly my 3-year-old. My older kids, they're fine. So if you guys follow me, I do horror reviews as well. I started doing it. I have only a few figures, right? But the one that scared my daughter the shit out of her was the Leatherface.
oh wow.
That Leatherface, she literally, as soon as I showed that to her, she was crying, and I felt like crap
Oh,
because it is scary.
Yeah.
I mean, it is creepy, man. Like an
It
old
is.
lady would like, all like that is
Yeah.
freaking scary. I don't know. What about you guys?
My nephew, long time ago. It's funny. I have these big life-size Chuckies, but back in the day, I had the McFarlane 12-inch Chucky. So I've always been a Chucky fan. And at the time, my godson had to be about 6 or 7, and he came over. This is at my old house where I lived in an apartment, and he saw that thing, and he was like, "No, no, no, no!" and just ran out. I was like, what have I done? I've scarred him for life. Oh my God, no. So, and the funny thing is now I don't have kids, but I have one on the way. My wife is due in February.
Oh,
So-
congratulations, my friend!
Yes,
Congrats,
round
mate.
Congratulations.
Thank
What
you,
number is
thank
it?
you,
10.
Thank you. Oh no. First one.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, first
Get
one.
ready. You're gonna be doing live streams in the middle of the night because you can't sleep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real interesting how my life is going to change.
But you know what? This not as a father of 3 kids, I'm telling you that's a really life changer. I mean, everything
Yeah.
changes. Your perspective
Everything.
of the world changes 100%. Like when you
Yeah.
see something like before you didn't care or didn't pay attention, you are gonna pay attention. And get ready
Yeah.
because freaking daycare is expensive as hell.
Yeah.
And I mean, but That's part of life, right?
That's part of it.
That's
Absolutely.
part of life. And
Yes.
congratulations.
We're
gonna
here
be
for you,
tapping-
Jay. If you need support, Jay, we're here. Us dads, we're here for
Oh
you, mate.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
be
Just
tapping you
reach
guys.
out,
But,
brother.
hey, I need tips, help, anything.
Right.
Like this is really forever.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Changing those diapers, man. I'm telling you, that's a challenge right there. But when you have to do it, you have no choice.
That's right.
And I remember my first time changing diaper was a total disaster. I was like, how do I handle this thing? Like I could.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
it
be
was-
on streams like this. It's
I
like-
know, dude, I'm telling you, man. But after that, forget it. After that, I was just second nature, man. Like for my other
Right.
kids, wow, easy peasy, man. The first one is always a challenge. Then
Right.
is easy.
That's what I hear.
But yeah, we should have a daddy's call it, a stream or something like that.
We'll do a dad stream.
That stream, right?
Mhm.
Probably
So-
a month after the little one arrives, because that first month you're gonna be. We won't see you.
I know.
Oh
I know.
yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have 90 people watching right now. Please hit the like button, subscribe to all
Mm.
these fine gents channels, and of course, if you haven't subscribed to mine, you should consider subscribing. I have few videos out there. Few reviews, few live streams, shows. We're trying to diversify a little bit. What about you, Anthony? Anything for your little ones, or I mean, I know you have kids, but for maybe
nothing
nephews,
yet, man.
nieces?
So it's whatever I want to collect right now, man.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm gonna show a Pennywise to him, and I guarantee you he's gonna get scared.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, like, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. For me.
So Jason Cougar says, if any horror figure, it's gotta be Jason and Freddy. Yes, I have Jason, Freddy, Leatherface, Ghost. I had Ghostface. I sold it and I regret it. I'm gonna get it back. Don't worry, it's coming back. I have Jason Voorhees, and that's it. I only have 5, which was my top 5.
That's a few. Yeah, that's a few.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And
No
Dante,
more
those are all sideshows.
Sideshow, yes,
Yeah,
Sideshow.
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
They did a good
They
job.
do good. Yeah, great
They
job with
did
the
a good
horror
job.
stuff.
They do. They actually do. Yeah, the horror line, the sideshow line is really good.
Yeah, they did a good job. So Desi says the original Hot Toys alien figure was a horror, I guess, but you can classify that as a sci-fi. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
It should technically. I remember when I watched Alien when I was a kid. Man, I was scared as hell. I couldn't even
Yeah.
sleep. The Exorcist. Are you kidding me? I couldn't sleep
Yeah,
for
man.
weeks.
I remember that.
I was
remember
like,
that.
what? I
I'm
was
still
like
scared of that movie.
10 years old, 8 years old. I watched The Exorcist.
I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I'll tell you a little secret about The Exorcist. So it took place in Georgetown. And Georgetown, I'm in the Maryland area, and DC is like right next there, right next to DC. So about I think it was like the late 90s. It was me and a buddy. We took our friends. We did a double date. We took some girls out to Georgetown, and we told them the story about The Exorcist. And we actually left them on the Exorcist stairs and ran off. And it was in the middle of the night. And they were like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Of course, you came back and got them, but we thought it was funny. And of course, yeah.
Oh, Jay.
Right?
Classic.
That's great.
All right, so let's take a look at this Spider Mania, which was the topic that we were talking. But we got really good questions, guys, and keep asking us questions. We're gonna go to you. Don't worry. We're gonna address your questions. So, a few quarter scale Spider-Man figures were shown,
Mhm.
and I mean, look at that base, man.
That is unbelievable, Dante. It's awesome. If it's anything like it's probably going to be the same body as the Homecoming, mate. I'm telling you, it's going to be
Probably.
amazing.
Wait, hold up. Did I miss something? Is that a
did.
quarter scale?
Quarter scale.
Oh, yeah.
Quarter scale.
Quarter
Also-
scale. Yeah.
so-
Quarter scale.
Oh shit.
Look at the
Yeah,
base.
Okay, I must
Look
have.
at
I
that.
must have. I
aneurysm.
missed that.
You were sleeping, man. I'm telling you.
I was probably asleep. No, I was probably working on.
Yeah.
Well, I did not see that. Wow.
Yeah, this is a quarter scale, and
Man.
okay, so
That's
I
gonna
guess
be
this is a question
huge.
for all of you guys. Do you think
Yes.
that Hot Toys is going to invest more resources, more time to produce more one quarter scale figures? Whoever wants to go first.
I would say
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
To keep up with the whole, I mean, what's going on right now with statues and with J&D and Infinity Studios, Queen Studios, the statue market is just going bananas right now. So Hot Toys wants to keep up with that. So yeah,
And they're all
this is
killing
like-
it, by the way.
They are.
Mm.
They really
Yeah.
are. They really are. So yeah, definitely, absolutely, yes. I say yes.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, John?
Yeah, man, I think they are. Like, we're already seeing them compete with the busts now. So they're bringing in those little busts that was competing. That's competing with statues and the customizers who are creating busts. And now the bases. Look at the diorama bases we're starting to get. And I really think, like, I'm actually surprised this black and gold one didn't come with a diorama, being that the other two ones from No Way Home have come with a diorama, which would make me think maybe we will get a couple more Spideys with diorama bases. But I think definitely, like, especially 1/4. I mean, the Dark Knight just came out as well with an epic base. I think they're really going for it. They really are going for it. Yeah.
What about you, Anthony?
Yeah, no, I think so too. And I'm on the, I've always been one of those guys, right? Like I like statues, but at the same time, I don't like statues because it's very, it's static. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to really, really like whatever the statue is that you're purchasing, and you really have to like that pose. The only quarter scale I have is quarter scale Vader. The Return of the Jedi Vader.
The red one.
But he's phenomenal. He's like the best Vader that's out, and in my opinion, and I love it because he's quarter scale. So if I was collecting statues, I'd be getting in that quarter scale range anyway. For me, third is just too big. I've had him. I sold him. So as quarter scale, it's great because even though he's Vader, I can still pose him in a lot of different Vader-esque poses. So for that Spidey, like hell yeah, I didn't know it was. I like I said, I didn't even see it. So being a Spider-Man fan, I think that's going to be the second quarter scale, to be honest with you, because that's sick. And you pose the shit out of these guys. So yeah. I think they're going to keep doing it because they have to, in that respect. They want to, the statue game is strong. And even though they're not statues, there is that appeal of having that size and the posability that statues can't offer.
Exactly.
That's true, and I do believe that they should expand on it because it is actually pretty cool, man. Those quarter scale figures are actually pretty good, especially those bases. And I know why they're doing these long, big bases. It's just kind of for them to, try to get closer to 1/3 scale.
Grander.
And that's the reason why they're doing
grander. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
And I will agree with John real quick on that note that not only quarter scale aside, I think we need to have more bases on Hot Toys, period. Yeah, because it gets old. The generic display stands are the same sand feet for Star Wars. I mean, what happened to some of the cool ones that we have? Like with Chirrut, we got a pretty neat looking display. It's not the best, but it's cool. It's something different. Things like that. The Wicked Leia, same thing. There's a lot. We've hit a lot of cool stands. Mando Ahsoka's gonna have something too. That's what I mean. Like we need. Just give the options, if nothing else. I mean, charge an extra 30, 40, whatever bucks and make like a deluxe version, kind of like how Chirrut was,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I want to address a couple questions. So Pedro Fernandez says, what about the news of Mando and Grogu set shipping soon? Yeah, for quarter scale is shipping soon, but then it's going to be another release happening very soon. I cannot say it, but it's related to the Mandalorian. That's all I'm allowed to say. He says, Carbonite Kit, welcome my friend. He says, hopefully Maul releases at the same time. And yes, it should release at the same time. And I think I mentioned this before as well in my previous live stream, that we should see Ahsoka and Maul coming together. Not sure if it's going to be the same week, but probably it's going to be within the same time frame, right? So this Maul here is also changed, expected to ship in December. And thanks to DK, because DK actually mentioned that Maul has the same December 2021 ship date. So thank you for that. I really missed this, so thank you for that information. So we should see Maul as well coming. And again, this is what I was told before, that we should see Ahsoka and Maul coming pretty much back to back. I'm not sure who's gonna be first. I'm not sure who's gonna be second. I'm not sure if they're gonna come together at the same time. They will be sick though. And
I think they'll probably come out the same week.
Yeah.
Maybe not the same day, but I think that same week.
I have a feeling that this guy probably is gonna be on a Monday, either on Monday the 13th or it's gonna be the 20th after Ahsoka.
Yeah,
maybe sooner. I mean, because there's things that
maybe tomorrow.
We don't sometimes think about this stuff, even though we have families or friends and what have you. But Christmas time is huge for companies. So again, I think that's we sometimes underestimate that, and I think that's kind of what they're doing, like we talked about earlier about this global release. So because they're counting on people buying these things for the holidays, and it's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big deal.
It's gonna be a big deal. Got tickets for December 16th, Thursday, 3 p.m. There, you're gonna watch it before me. I'm working, so I can't watch it before that. But man, don't even say anything, man. Don't spoil it. Keep it to yourself. We're probably gonna have a live stream and talk about it. I just can't wait, man, to watch the movie. Shipping for an electronic ticket. I know, right? It's crazy. $10,000. Can you imagine? You will be crazy to pay that much money.
Man,
Hato's collector says, "I guess the collecting community will blow up if Hato decides to do up the official Spidey villains." Doc Ock. And this is a thing that I spoke about in my What's Next previous episode. Some information that I shared before, that I mentioned that 3 Spider-Man figures are going to be released or announced, and we got the black and golden, we got the integrated suit, and then the battle damage. Those 3. I was told no villains. And I really hope that they change their mind. I really hope this just was something that they were in the talks at the beginning and changed. Really hope it changed. But I'm just sharing this information. Take it with a grain of salt. It can easily be just misinformation, but that's what I was told. I mean, so far happened the 3 Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
So, so I guess
hope they do some villains. Spider-Man has the best villains. So
they're missing out if they don't capitalize on it for sure. I mean, there's so much hype around it. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us would be getting it, right? All of us would
absolutely.
be getting
I think a lot of people would.
Yeah,
I think we have to. Sorry, go ahead.
No, to finish your point.
I was just saying, I think we have to keep in mind though that Hot Toys is not Disney. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it'd be different if Disney was you know what I mean? If they were the same company, then you bet your ass they would make everything. They would make everything. So it's hard, having a company who has a license that can only, then their Hot Toys themselves are in so many lanes. So there's only so much they can do, in a timely manner. So it's unfortunate, and I hope it's inaccurate because, like John was saying, I think we would all buy every villain. Hands
Including
down.
myself. I mean, I think the Toys era Doc Ock is amazing. Same with the Goblin from Toys era. I think those are really good figures, man. But just imagine what Hot Toys can do.
Yeah, but a Hot Toys one would be
exactly.
you know what I mean.
Yes. Riley Ramirez just said something that made a lot of sense about the Cos babies. He said we've seen Cos babies of Green Goblin and Doc Ock this week. So maybe.
Maybe that would be awesome. Yes, and that could be an indicator of something is happening. I think we're probably going to see Doctor Strange because it was teased already.
We were talking about that last night.
I think we're probably going to see that one as well. I mean, at this point, it will be really stupid not to do the villains. I'm sorry. I mean, that's my 2 cents on that one. It will be really stupid. And guess
it might just be later.
Who's here in the house? Fabio from Fast Figures.
What's
Mr.
up,
Dr. Fabio. Wait, what? Hold on. This guy comes with a weird name. What did he say here? Hold on. What is it? Did I miss this? Okay, what's up, fella? Oh, Santa Maria. The hell is that? So random. By the way, we should see Ahsoka. We should see
Maul.
Darth Maul coming very soon, so I can't wait for that one. All right, so now let's talk about the last segment of the day, which is gonna be about the Book of Boba Fett. So I really counting the days to watch this show, because I'm telling you, this show is gonna be sick, man.
Oof.
This show is gonna be sick. So I'm going to start with brother Cousins on this one. So we have Boba Fett already, right? We have a few announcements, but still waiting for Fenic. So we know that Fenic is going to happen because he has to happen. There's no way Fenic won't happen.
Yep.
Do you think if he's released or announced before year end, in a couple of weeks, do you think we're going to see a full Head Sculpt, or do you think it's going to be masked, or do you think it's going to be both?
It's going to be both. We're definitely going to get the helmet and the head sculpt, or the helmet that goes over the head sculpt. I think it's going to be that type of combination. And yeah, we're going to get that announced like the week before Book of Boba Fett drops. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see this Monday. I know we've said that, we've talked about that before, but I really see that happening now. I mean, we're getting so close. And the fact that they're releasing that quarter scale Mando, it's like they're getting us ready for all this Mandalorian goodness that's coming. So yeah, I think we're going to see this announced very soon.
Wow. And Jason Douglas says, do you think Costco Reefs will be released this month? I don't think so. I don't think she's going to be released this year. Next year, probably early next year, but I don't think December. They only have 4 weeks left, and it is very possible that we might see one of these weeks to have more releases, like maybe 4 releases, like we had in October. So it is possible that we can see more figures, but I don't think Costco will release this month. Hope I'm wrong. Really hope. What about you, John? What do you think? Do you think we're gonna see Fenic with a head sculpt, with a mask, both?
Yeah, I think so. It makes sense too. Like that, it'll be the first time that they've done it, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why maybe it hasn't been shown yet, is because they are possibly doing both. So I think so. I mean, I have no idea, but that's just my guess. I have a feeling that it would be. I can't see why not.
So Fabio wants to see our best pose.
Just did.
Best pose.
He's just playing around. What about you? What about you, Anthony? Do you think we're gonna see both head sculpts? Do you think it's gonna be something that is gonna disappoint people, or what?
Yes and yes. Yeah.
So you think it's gonna be a disappointment?
No, really, yeah, because we talked about this before, man. I think who we saw, the Fenic strand that we saw already, I think that's going to be the release. I think it's going to be a non-sculpted figure, and that's going to be the first one. It's going to be branded as Mandalorian. Then I think they're going to double dip. We're going to get a Book of Boba Fett version that will be sculpted. That's just my opinion. But, you know, Hot Toys track record, that sounds very likely to me. So,
yeah.
So yes and yes. I think people will be disappointed, and I think people will get what they want at the same time.
He says Dante called through Sperma figures a while back. Don't be mad at him. Solely posed by Mafia.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be with a head sculpt, because it will be a missed opportunity if they don't.
Yeah.
I don't know, because they'll just release the Book of Boba Fett version. Come on, man.
I can be shooting,
does this shit, man.
I can be shooting themselves in the foot, because then people are smart enough to be like, you know what? Aha, I see what you're doing. Nope.
Not everybody's
We're
smart
gonna
enough.
wait for this. We're gonna wait for the second one with the head sculpt. I know that's what I would do, because
yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. Come on, they double dip on Mando like that, right? They just recently did it again with Venom. Like it's not out of the ballpark for them to do. Yeah, and right. I'm just saying, you know, if you wanted that classic like Mando look with the helmet, that's what they can give out. Then if you want, you know, this Book of Boba Fett where she's unmasked the majority of the time because it's the two actors on their adventure, you know what I'm saying? That would be more appropriate for that line. I'm just saying, as a business standpoint. But hey, what the hell do I know? I mean, we're going to find out one way or another eventually.
Look at what Riley Ramirez says. Did you guys see the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man third-party figure shown this morning? They actually look really good. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen
I
it.
did not as well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. Now I have to check. I have to search for it.
Yeah.
I have to search for it. I want to see a DeLorean, man. I want to see like a freaking DeLorean announcement.
Yes,
You know?
yes. We were just talking about that.
I know. We were just talking about that. We're like, where the hell is this DeLorean? Why are we not getting the Back to the Future 2 disguised figures yet? They showed those.
Right.
You know, they showed this DeLorean. That DeLorean's gonna be all 3 in 1. I'm calling it right now.
So, AK Kuro, welcome. Well, I think it's the first time I haven't seen you before, but welcome in, my friend. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
He said, considering the release, or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, considering the release of the Fett and Throne, I think they'll release it with the head sculpt to complete the look of the post-credit scene. Yes, I think they're gonna have the Head Sculpt. I mean, it will be a missed opportunity if they don't.
But the post-credit screen, or end screen, is Book of Boba Fett.
True.
That's true too.
Just saying, I'm on the other side of the coin.
And talking
A little
talking
pessimistic, but we'll see.
Right, talking about third parties, right? I saw this morning, and
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this one. You know, I know some people don't like it, and I know some people is like, not happy about this, right? But I honestly don't mind it. You know,
Well, brother Cousins already gave his opinion right there. Man.
No.
Actually, when I saw this, I thought this was like photoshopped. I thought this was a. I'm sorry to say that I'm not trying to bash anybody's art. That's not what I do. But I really I thought this was like a joke. I didn't think this was so real.
I don't think it looks very good myself. But
he's looking for his rent.
He looks like somebody. I can't put my finger on it. He looks like somebody. But that's who he looks like. He looks like the guy that used to be on MTV back in the day. My bum is on your lips. My bum is on your lips. Oh my God, Tom, somebody. He used to be on MTV back in the day. Somebody,
really?
Yes.
yeah.
I think I know who you're talking to.
I forget.
Oh, come on, guys. Constipated.
Tom Green.
Tom Green. He looks like Tom.
I had to think about it for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, or Google it. You Google it.
Tom Green. Thank you,
War
Chad.
Worship says, I'm looking forward to a She-Hulk 2. Yes, I want to see that. Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be
Well,
cool.
from what the image they shown, for the show, that's definitely She-Hulk. So, because I was worried because of what they've been doing in the comics lately, it's not She-Hulk. So when I saw the image, that they teased, I was like, okay, cool. They're going with that classic She-Hulk look. So if so, I need a classic She-Hulk Hot Toys. I agree.
No.
I'm looking for that Tobey Maguire figure. So it is called, let me see, Flashpoint Studio 1 Siskel Cutter. Flashpoint Studio. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. So Flashpoint Studios. What else it is? 1 Siskel Cutter. All right, let's see. 1 6.
Jay, we got to get that Infinity War 2-pack, the accessories. We got to do that soon.
Absolutely. Yep. I just dug mine out today because I actually put it in storage by accident. I forgot to move it. But yeah, I got it out. I'm ready.
I think I found it, but I'm trying to look for a decent picture because it's coming blurry for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all, actually. Let me see if I can find a better picture.
I just watched Spider-Man 2 the other day, actually, to brush up on it. And I really enjoyed watching it again. I noticed this time around, after not seeing it for ages, like the horror beats with all the screaming and the way Raimi would film.
It's just
those
Sam
moments.
Raimi, man.
I forgot about
that Evil
those
Dead, and
yeah, gave me Evil Dead vibes.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that level of cheese to it, but it's still they're still good movies. I mean, at the end of the day, they're entertaining. I think Spider-Man 2 was probably the best out of the three.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I totally agree. Yep.
All right, I think I found a better picture.
Riley says they have it on Comics Sanctorum.
Ah, okay. Hold on, let me show
If
you.
there's that way you can just find some direct images.
Oh wow.
I can't tell with the head sculpt because I don't know if it's quite likeness, but it also might be because it's been 20 years. Age-wise. So it's hard to gauge for me, but not bad.
The camera just is always looking up. I'd like to see it from another angle.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it.
Right? It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah,
right?
that one's good. Yeah, that one's
Yeah, it doesn't
really
look
good.
too bad.
Outfit's a little baggy. A little baggy, at least from that. I think he was a little more muscular.
They definitely had him more muscular.
It looks.
Watching it, I was like, he's definitely more muscular.
Yeah. Oh,
his body looks a little flat.
Yeah. The head sculpt with the glasses, that's a no for me. They can.
Ooh, look at this question here. Fabio with a $5. Thank you, my friend. Who do you think will make Green Goblin battle damage?
Ooh,
That's a good one, man. Like,
It
you know,
is.
definitely we're gonna see a battle damage in the movie. That's a really good one.
That
The-
is.
Yeah.
That the other image that you showed right before this was that like his what was it called? His like his other outfit, the wrestling one, or
Yeah, let me see.
that's
This one?
still the
He
same
looked a
figure.
bit older there. Looked a bit older there.
Yeah. Are these two separate releases? I think they're just two separate releases, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
So-
I think they are.
Yeah, that one looks great.
Yeah, it
That
does
that
have-
one holds the eyes, and like I think that looks great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks
Yeah,
real
looks
good.
I actually like the with him with the mask on. I
Yeah,
think
that's what I'm
looks
saying.
cool.
That looks great.
Yeah.
That I would
Mm.
actually consider grabbing.
Yep.
You like to grab things. What about this one here?
It's not bad, man.
Doesn't look bad at all. That was a good
No, it
call,
looks
Riley.
okay.
Thank you, my friend Riley Ramirez. Thank you
Yep.
for the information. I didn't see this one. I was working like crazy this morning, so I couldn't even check my social media. I actually put this stream on my Instagram like around almost 8 o'clock. So like that busy. But let's answer this question from Fabio. Okay. So who do you think will make a Green Goblin battle damage? Who do you guys think? Just leave me a comment in the chat and see who do you think. I'm gonna give you my let's assume if Hatos does it, obviously they're gonna do it, but let's say they don't do it, right? Which company I think they're gonna do this? I think Toys Era will do it.
I was gonna say Toys R Us or Sosa will pick it up.
Yeah, one of those
Yeah,
two.
think
I
it's
agree.
Toys.
Right? I think so too.
Yeah.
I think
They've
so
already
too.
done a lot of Spider-Man-ish figures, so
No.
So Toys will be a good one as well, right? Like Mike
Yeah.
Green said, because they actually
Mhm.
pretty good. They actually
Yep.
are pretty good.
They are.
Yeah. And that's all I have for you guys. I just want to say thank you everyone for joining us tonight. This is our very first episode of Between Collectors. It's been fun. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do this every Wednesday for you guys from 8 to 9 ish. So thank you everyone. Anthony, what's going on in your channel?
well, lately I just was wrapping up some work on some Star Trek figures, the XO6 line. You know, we're just doing the instructional videos for our, Captain Picard and Janeway, and then after that, looking forward to do a couple more live streams coming soon, and possibly a couple Hot Toys reviews. I'm just trying to, it's this time of year where it's kind of a little bit busy for me. So, but definitely looking forward to doing some streams and future reviews.
Nice. John, what's going on at Aaron Logan?
Oh man, thanks. So I should be dropping my Hawkeye 10 scene story like post showcase this weekend. I'm just finishing up the voiceover for it. So I've tried something different this time. I'm actually telling a verbal story per scene.
Nice.
To each scene, just for something like I'm trying to experiment with writing and like voicing over. So I'm trying to tell a little story through each pose instead of reviewing him. He's been out for ages, so I'm not doing that. So I'm doing that. I'll do something with this guy at some point, and just my show posed up, which I got to get you on there, Dante. We got to pose up something together.
Oh hell
brother.
yeah!
All you
Hell
guys.
yeah.
At some point, I'll get you all on there. At some point, I'm averaging about an episode a week. No set day yet, really. But I'd love to get everybody on there. And it's basically just me getting to chat, getting to know you guys while we pose up a figure for fun. Other than that, mate, I've got a show with Lael now once a week. So I'm on his Take Your Position live. We did our first episode on Monday with Hawkeye, actually. And I don't know if you guys have seen the Hawkeye episode 3, but oh man, I love that episode.
I haven't watched it yet. That's
No,
man.
I haven't seen any of it yet.
Yeah.
Actually,
and talking about he has a
Episode's
live stream
great.
right now as well. So you guys, after you guys are done with this, definitely go check
Yes, go
Lael's
check
out
him out.
because he has a good content, and I'm gonna check
Yeah.
him out as well after this stream.
Yes.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Anthony, for coming. What's up
Of
in
course.
Thanks for having me.
Brother Cousins channel?
Hey, so today I just put up my Marty McFly review, so that's going pretty good. Check that out. Also, next week, that's right, starting my live stream. It is going to be Best of the Best coming Thursday. About time. I know. And you
about
guys
time.
are invited. You guys are invited. So yeah,
Absolutely.
Thursday.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
That'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
And thank you as well for joining us. Our very first episode between collectors. I really hope you guys enjoy this. It was a bit different. As you can see, we addressed a lot of questions from the chat. We spoke about all the things. We mixed it a little bit. It's more intimate, only four of us. JB was supposed to be with us, but she has some stuff to do. So JB, next time, hopefully we have you here on the show. Check Lyle's live stream. He's probably live right now. So I'm going to go check him out as well. And what's going on my channel? We have a live stream this Friday at 9 p.m. or no, 9 p.m. I think it's 8:30 or 9 p.m. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna have Aries, we're gonna have Fabio, we're gonna have Desi, we're gonna have Easy, and myself. We're gonna keep it 5,
Nice.
short and sweet, and we're gonna do this again next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow everyone here. Everything is in the link below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on my Instagram and Facebook group, Six Skill Media. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video. Take care, guys.